or welcome for the first time to break the ice. Let's just correct these windows. Bloody hell, I've got a wonky head, you know, proper wonky head. The channel that strives for truth and justice. How is everybody? Let's see who's here, and then we'll get right down to... Oh, we got a member. Welcome to Jane's Will's Art. Can you see me? It's live. Are we live, are we? Only time will tell. Or you could tell me. Are we rocking and rolling? Hi, hello, Kara. Oh, good. Yes. Right, well, let's go again. Let's act like the start didn't happen, yeah? Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the channel Break the Ice, the channel that does strive for truth and justice. So let's just see who's here before we get into this very exciting, interesting, and I'd say long overdue video, wouldn't you, guys? Don't forget, hit that like button on the way in. Let's get this video moving around. This is the live before the live, and I'll tell you what's going to happen very shortly. I just want to read a few of these comments. So, yes, thank you. Hello, Jenny, the OG. One of the greatest women on earth, my moderator, Jenny. Who else have we got in here? Got a few names I recognise. My eyes are so bad, you know. Hello, Wesley, lad. True Finders, Gary Denton, Julie Freeman, Sparkle Catcher, everything is okay. Just Jen, Patsy Some Hayes. I'm just going up now. Right, let's go. Right, everybody, yeah, welcome to the channel. So, massive news yesterday. Massive news from Peter Faulding. As we all are all aware, because you're here now, YouTubers watching, yes. All right, love. So yesterday was a big day for everybody that has followed the Nicola. Let me zip this up. I've got my back doors open. It's not that cold, but there we go. I've got the doors open because I don't want it, like, you know, glaring back from the glass. So yesterday was a really big day for everybody that has followed the Nicola Bulley case, the case that sucked us all in January of 2023. 3 years ago in January coming up, we all got sucked in. The case that was... Cheers. The case that was thrust in our face, the case that we were told to not theorize about or to hypothesize about, or, you know, have your conspiracies or whatever. But it was thrown down our faces every single day, wasn't it? And we all know how it kind of unfolded around that time. And anyway, we all know the kind of long and short of that. So yesterday was massive news from Peter Faulding, where Peter Faulding released the live sonar. Not just a image, a picture, PDF, but the live sonar data. By the way, on my latest video, as soon as I heard of this news, I linked the podcast, which actually has the live data on it. So if you want to watch that live, obviously after this video, if you want to watch that live sonar data, then go on to my last video regards to this topic, and the link is in there. Thank you for everybody that's commented on yesterday's video. Really appreciate it. Really good feedback. I'm really happy for Peter Faulding. I knew this. I think a lot of you did know this, that when Peter Faulding claimed that he found Nicola Bulley, that he wasn't making it up. I mean, you're not going to make up something like that. And yesterday was a massive day because he finally showed the live sonar data. But not only that, in the statement, I'm going to read a little bit more of that statement later on. Where was it then? I always lose my thread. Yeah, he told us that he has got the sonar images verified. Now, when did he say that? I think we did a Q&A on this channel in December of 2023. And I think it was then. He said he's going to get the sonar looked at by experts. Now, in December coming up, that's 2 years ago. Well, you know what? Sometimes you need a little bit of patience, and came through yesterday. And the sonar imagery has been verified by experts. So let's just put that into layman's terms. These experts have verified, yeah, that looks like human form. That looks like a body. Looks like you were right. So, great day yesterday. So, a bit of water and then we'll get into the old announcement. By the way, thank you to who became a member before. Who is it? Big shout out to Jane Wills Art, who is an ice cube. Why do you have to be an ice cube? Right, here we go. So, today I had a really long, interesting, and nice phone call with Peter Faulding. And we've not spoken for a while. He's busy doing his thing. I'm busy doing my thing. But we had a really good phone call today. And long story short, this Thursday it'll be the 2nd of October. Peter Faulding is going to be coming on to this channel, Break the Ice, at 7 p.m. And we're going to rock and roll till about 10 p.m. 3 hours of whatever happens, really. So I've got some things to say, but you're all here to hear what Peter Faulding's got to say, obviously. Peter Faulding has got a lot of things that he wants to say, right? And this channel, I'm really proud that this channel is he's been well followed. Yes, in the house. Has been well followed by people that have followed the Nicola Bulley case. So I'm really glad that if something Nicola Bulley related comes out, people... Look at that, Jenny. Hello, RJS. Hi, RJS. I love that people come over to this channel. It does mean a lot. It shows that you've got value in my work. So I really do appreciate that. So, yeah, Peter Faulding will be live at 7 o'clock on Thursday. He's got a lot of things to say to you. I have got some questions for Peter Faulding. Yeah, we're going to get to that. YouTubers watching. I've got so this is how it's going to go, right? I've got something I want to say. Peter Faulding has got a lot of things that he wants to say, and I've got a series of questions for him. And then we're going to have an open discussion. We're going to have a nice open discussion with yourselves, the chat, Pete and myself. And yeah, it's been a long old road, and I'm really glad that we're now at a point where he's now showing that live sonar data, which is brilliant. And again, if you've not seen it, go to my latest video and the link is in that video. Right, so on Thursday, it's going to be, like I said, a really long live. It'll go on till it goes on. Now, all opinions are welcome. I'm all about the opinions, yeah? Throw your opinions at me. Throw your opinions at Peter Faulding. But insult me, insult Peter Faulding, insult anyone in the chat, and I will play Whack-a-Troll. Bang, bang, bang. And, yeah, you'll be out. So, most 99% of people who are going to be on this live, I've already got messages held for review here. Jenny, can you have a look at that, please? Yeah. So if you insult, because you know it's going to be troll. It's going to be troll heaven. You know, because like not got much better to do than come and sit down and watch Break the Ice and me and Peter Faulding talking. But if you do come in and you insult and you just want to be a dick, yeah, moderators know exactly what they're doing, and I've also got the power to press a button right here. So yeah, just please keep it clean, keep him keen, and have your opinion. But let's just all have a nice discussion and listen to what he's got to say, because let's not forget. So when I spoke to Peter Faulding today, right, we had a really, really good chat. He really, really values this audience, right? So you guys in this chat, and there's a lot of familiar people, and there's a lot of familiar faces and names in this chat. He values you. Genuinely values you. Me and him became pals. I'm going to go into something about how started working with him, because this feels like full circle now. So he's coming onto this channel to share everything with you guys, and yeah, well, it'll be a real in-depth discussion. There's going to be a lot said from Peter Faulding, a lot of things that I don't know that he's going to say yet, so a lot of it'll be news to me. His English is so damn broken. Are you talking about me? I'm from Manchester, mate. If you can't handle the Manc dialect, it's not my problem. Right, so yeah, the news that came out yesterday, how did people react? Are you British for real? Sorry, my accent, I talk a little bit too fast, but guess what? I'm not going to change it for anybody. How did people react when they saw the news yesterday? What did people think about it? And has anybody, has anyone seen that live sonar data yet? Because that was the first time I've seen it as well, that sonar. Obviously, seeing the image and the outline and all that kind of stuff. But I've never actually seen that live, you know, going down the river. Right, Amethyst, if you go to my latest video, the link is, there's 4 links in the description. Just go over there. Right, I'm just going to read some of these comments. Yeah, it's a lot of people are really happy for Peter Faulding on this one. I'm really happy for him. I did ask him today. I said, like, what took you so long? What took the verification so long? And do you recall 4 weeks ago on this channel, I put a video out saying, like, where's the verification from the experts? And that was 4 weeks ago, and I didn't know at the time that obviously he was in the process of doing all this. So when yesterday's when his news broke yesterday, I didn't even know it was coming myself. Somebody who's in this chat, you know who you are, talks like that from Leeds. It was that person that actually told me, and then I was on my way to get my hair cut, and I was like, stop, turn around, need to go and announce this if people haven't heard it yet. It's not too bad, Pete. It's not too bad. It's gonna start getting colder soon. Right, I'm gonna read some of these comments. Just gonna read some of these comments, okay? Yeah, someone has said, just so please, it's never been forgotten. You can't forget about it, can you? I mean, I said yesterday, I'm going to try and talk slower, okay, for some of the people that don't understand the Manc dialect. I understand I do talk about 1 billion miles an hour, and I talk in this Liam Gallagher-esque kind of accent. So I've said yesterday, the case that like it comes, it goes, it comes and it goes. And then yesterday we got that what's the word for it? The announcement from Peter Faulding. So yeah, I want to know people's, let me go back down to the bottom here. I'm just going to read your message. Jane Wills Art, as you are a member. Have the mainstream TV media picked up on it yet? To be honest with you, I've not seen anything. I don't really watch mainstream. I just kind of go through YouTube. I've not seen anything. I've not seen anything on like, you'd think a GB News might pick up on it. I don't think they have. I know that Peter Falding's got a few contacts at GB News, but I'm not too sure. Big up the Northern accent. You have a good voice, Luke. Take no notice. Or listen, like water off a duck's back. You don't worry about that. Cheers, Jess. Right, I'm just going to get to the bottom of these comments. Scouser, go on. Go ahead, La. Right. Okay, so yeah, Peter Faulding is going to be here on Thursday night. I'm really, really looking forward to it. I want as many of you here as possible. As many of you. I've not made the live link yet. I'm going to do it after this. So about half an hour after this video, the live link will be available. Make sure you I'm going to do the classic YouTube stuff now. Get those notification bells on. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. All that jazz. But seriously, do get your notification bells on. Make sure that you are there for Thursday. I don't know how many like podcasts. It doesn't really do that many, to be honest with you. So, you know, and this is going to be a really lengthy one. So get yourselves here. Let's have a nice open discussion. Let's hear what Peter's got to say. We're going to talk about his statement. He's going to go into more details, and he wants to talk to you about his whole experience from I wouldn't say right from the beginning, because we kind of covered that in the interview. But let's say from the Q&A, which was, when was it? December 2023. From that date to now, we haven't really, well, on this channel, I don't think he's been on, has he? No, I don't think he has. We've not heard much from him. And I don't think he's done many kind of videos or podcasts or stuff like that. You're unsure Fleetwood lasts. Well, that's fair enough. I mean, experts have verified it, but you're totally entitled to your opinion there. So yeah, it's been in December. It's been 2 years since Peter Faulding has been live on this channel, and he wants to talk about, and I want to talk about, from that moment up until yesterday, what he's been through, what it's been like, you know, fighting this fight for his truth. Well, sorry, there's no such thing as his or her truth. It's the truth, yeah. The fight for the truth, and he's obviously been doing stuff behind the scenes to get to the point to release yesterday's video. Why is there a comment saying, please buy your DNA? Please buy your DNA on the like. What does that even mean? So, yeah, I've lost my thread there. This is the thing. This is why I don't go live a lot, because ADHD and all that. Mark, you are not a member. You don't have a member next to your, you don't have a member thing next to your name. Well, perfect time. Memberships are available. Jenny, have you got a link? I'm just going to, I'm going to add at the top. 1 second. Hold on. Give me one moment, please. Just give me one moment. Jenny, if you wouldn't mind just putting the membership link in, that'll be fantastic, Hen. Give me 1 second. Let me go on that. You've been licked. Sorry, one moment. Just talk amongst yourselves a minute. One moment. I won't be a second. Hit the like. Hit the like, Luke. DNA on the like. I have no idea what that means, but it's no problem, is it? Sorry, I'm trying to log into something. I should have done this before, but I didn't. Uno memento. Don't forget to get that notification bell on. Seriously, for Thursday. It's going to be good. It's going to be interesting, and it's going to be a good opportunity to. You've got your opportunity now to have your say. Say what you want. The chat. Peter Faulding can see the chat, so you can say what you want to say to him. You can offer. Do whatever you want, you know what I mean? I mean, aside from insulting and all that, like, give your opinion. You can even say, like, I still don't believe that it's Nicola Bulley. That's fine, because free speech and all that. But if you want to give your message of support or thank him or whatever it may be, just let him know that you've supported him. Then come and join. Right, I'm just nearly done this. Oh, it's not working. Right, anyway, right, so, okay, let's get back to this. Why is it not working? What's going on? I don't know. My iPad's playing up. Right. I know what it is. It's personal hotspot. Hold on a minute. Thank you for my haircut support. I really appreciate it. Your haircut support is always appreciated. Do you know what? Yesterday I was on my way to get my haircut and that, and I just had to bail. I had one foot in the barber's, and I was like, "See you later." Gone. Like a fart in the wind. I was out of here. Okay, right. I've just put a link up here. So yeah, running a YouTube channel is an absolute graft when you do the research and the work and the effort and the networking that I do. So if you do want to support the channel, I have put a link there to my coffee. So if you want to support it, then very much appreciated. But anyway, right, let's do this. So I want to know, has anybody, like, two things, right? Two things. So, and by the way, anyone that's just joined, because I've just noticed that the numbers have kind of changed. Peter Faulding, I don't know why you've got the castle. I don't know. Yeah, Jess knows. YouTube do it. So, two questions, right? Can people make out a body on that sonar? What do people think? Can you see? I know a lot of you have seen the still image, but when Peter shows the live sonar data, and then he's talking you through it and how the shadows work, and then he's lying next to it on the side. He's like lying on the grass on one side, and then there's the sonar image of Nicola Bulley on the other. Can people understand it a bit better? Because when I first saw the sonar, I saw the sonar in like October 2023, and at first I didn't know. I didn't know what I was looking at. Honestly, I didn't know what I was looking at, and then I saw it highlighted, and I was like, Jesus, yeah. But I couldn't understand, like, what was that big black bit next to the body of the target, Nicola? What's the black bit? And then it's shadows, and then it took him explaining what that is for me to work it out. And then when in the video that he's done, and then he lies next to, he lies on the grass, you can actually see the shadows, and it makes a lot more sense, doesn't it? So I don't know about you guys, but when that was explained to me back in the day, I was like, that kind of makes sense now. So has that made anybody understand a little bit more about like how a body may look like on the riverbed with sonar, and how it casts a shadow and stuff like that? Yeah, that's it. Who's that? Who said that? 1 second. Yeah, so Gizmo Ladybird said, I thought it was a dark shadow. Now it's clear. Yeah, it's one of them, innit? Like, we're not experts. We don't know what we're looking at unless it's kind of pointed out to us. But he is an expert. Should have been maybe listened to at the time. Why wasn't he listened to? Why wasn't he took seriously? That, that's there's many theories and conspiracies around why he wasn't listened to, and why he was told to leave, and why, when he said there is a target, I did say this in a video yesterday, I just want to say that a target is not derogatory, it's not insensitive. Target is a term that has to be used, because you can't say there's a body in the river, there's Nicola in the river, because you don't actually know at that moment. You can't say that's a tree. You can't say that's a shopping trolley, a tyre. You got to say there's a target, a potential target. Because I have seen in the past some people say target, how insensitive. It's a professional term. So yeah, that's why target is said. So has anyone's mind been changed? Did anybody, right, let's be honest here, right? Did anybody disbelieve in what Peter Faulding was saying, and now they've changed their mind? I'd love to know. Alfred Gremlich, I know I repeat myself, mate. I've got OCD and ADHD. You're just gonna have to deal with it. I apologise. It's just the way I am. It's why I don't go live a lot, so I can edit all of the repetition out. But it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? Oh, you got a video out. So True Finders have got a video out explaining how sonar works. If you want to go and check that out, go and check out True Finders. Right, Mittens the Kitten. He says, I can say 100% with my hand on my heart. That's funny, because I've got my hand on my heart. That we searched the entire area and found nothing. Yet now he's saying that he found her within 6 minutes. Fair comment. I'm going to go into that. So I asked, if you go to my latest video, and there's a link in there. It's one of those links. It's one of them, mate. There's 4 of them. Right, if you go to the interview that I did, which is also linked with Peter Faulding back in November, I did find Nicola Bulley in the river. I asked him, because he said on TV, I think it was it Good Morning Britain, GB News, whatever, it might have been both. We search a river and there's no sign of her. Right, okay. I'll let Peter explain that properly in his words. I'm going to give you my take on what I already know about this, because I asked him that question, right? I said in the interview, after the 19th of February, when she was officially found, why did you say there was no sign of her in the river? I asked him that. Bear in mind, I'm sat in his front room asking him that. I'm sat in his front room. That wasn't an easy thing to ask. Pretty intense. 209 people are in the house. This is the announcement that Peter Faulding is going to be on the channel on Thursday at 7 o'clock. Peter's got a lot of things that he wants to say. I've got a lot of questions for Peter Faulding. I'm sure a lot of you have got questions for Peter Faulding. We're going to have a nice long 2-3 hour discussion, and we're then going to go through his statement bit by bit. We're going to tear it apart. He's going to explain things. He's going to say things that aren't quite true. He's going to talk about the investigation. I don't know. He's going to talk about whatever he wants to talk about. It's going to be really, really interesting. So, yeah, going back to what I just said about, he said after the 19th, there was no sign of her. Yeah, granted he did. Because I thought that. I'm going to get to something in a minute about when we first started working together. Right, now what you need to understand is that Peter Faulding was not invited by the police. He was invited by Emma White and Paul Ansell. Okay, Emma White, the friend, Paul Ansell, Nicola's partner. Peter was invited by them. Now, he had to then work under the police's instruction. Okay, now the police would not let Peter Faulding dive that river. I don't know how many times that can be said by myself or him or even other channels. I know Truefine has done a little bit of work with him. He wasn't allowed to dive the river. So yesterday, when he showed us... Hold on, let me turn. So yesterday, when he showed the live sonar data, and he's also got the WhatsApp messages that he sent to people in the authorities. And he said, because he wasn't allowed to dive in the river, but what he was allowed to do was sonar the river. He was allowed to go up and down and sonar it. And he came across a target in the water. Now, in any other job, Peter Faulding would be getting one of his divers to go into that water and to search and to go see what that target is. He wasn't allowed. He wasn't allowed to dive the river. So there's a few questions there. Why wasn't he allowed to dive the river? Why was he told to leave after a couple of days? Yeah, ADHD. So ADHD can be good. Very good for creative juices and all that, but it's a bit heavy and intense on a live video. That's why I rarely do them. So anyone that's gone like, stop repeating yourself and all this, I get it, I understand, I apologise, but it is what it is, so like, deal with it. And I've lost my trail of thought again. I've lost the trail of thought again. That's why I don't do lives. Yeah, that was it. Right, so Peter Faulding wasn't allowed to dive the river. He came across a target and he told the police, I found a target in the river. And it needs diving. Now, that is when the police apparently took over. And they, according to them, okay, they dived the target that Peter Faulding made them aware of, okay, according to them. And they came back up, whoever it was, whether it was an individual, whether it was a pair of divers, or it was a PC or a sergeant on the side, whoever. They said, there's nothing there. If I got my language slightly wrong, Peter Faulding will correct me, right? They said, there's nothing there. So Peter Faulding said, well, what's causing the shadows, right? That was his niggle, right? But Peter works alongside the police, and he has done for many, many, many years. So if the police say that he goes to them with his target, and the police say there's nothing there, and he's worked with the police for years on different operations, what reason would he have to doubt the police? Again, he'll explain all this. This is the video before the video. I'm just announcing it and promoting the live for Thursday. What reason has he got to doubt them? Sadly, he doubted himself. And I know that he's never going to do that again. And he's going to go with his gut. And I'm sure that if he was ever in a scenario like this again, heaven forbid, and imagine now, right, that he was in the same scenario. His boat's over the target, and he says that he's, tells the police, and they go in, and they say there's nothing there. I bet he wouldn't move that boat. I bet he'd say, I refuse to move. I'm going to take this higher and higher and higher. That needs searching. Or let me drop a camera in, or whatever. He made mistakes, innit? Do you know what I mean? He's admitted to them, talked to the press a bit too much. It didn't go with his own gut. What else was there? I'll let him explain, because I'm sure he's learned a lot from this. Let's read a few of these. Right, okay. Yeah, I want to know, has anybody changed their mind as well? Has anybody changed their mind on Peter Faulding? Did anyone think that he was making it up? And they've changed their mind now? Interested to know. It's really well, that's a good point from new member Jane Wills Art. The police had been searching the river for like 8, 9, 10 days before Peter Falding arrived. They'd searched the bench, they'd searched down around the bend past the island that he refers to it as, up towards the way, and they couldn't find Nicola Bulley. Now, I have my theory on that. Now, on Thursday, we're not talking about theories. We're talking about Peter Falding's story, this new revelation, whatever he wants to speak to you guys about, for us to have a big discussion. But right now, while it's just me and you guys, I'm going to just briefly run over my theory, not in like fine detail, but I've got a strong theory, I think, on why the police didn't find Nicola Bulley in the river, right? And I don't think it's the police's fault. Because I don't think that Nicola Bulley was in the river to be found. From the 27th of January to when maybe the day before Peter Falding arrived, I don't believe she was in the river. I'm not going to go into all of the caravan stuff, right? If you want to know exactly what I think, go onto the Nicola Bulley playlist on this channel and scroll down, and there's a picture of me stood next to the bench, and it's my theory on what I think happened. Now, this is not a theory pulled out of my behind or pulled out of thin air. I've not just had a dream or a psychic vision. I've been to St Michael's and Wyatt, and I've been around everywhere. And, you know, if we take the live sonar data that came out yesterday, and we also have the verification from the experts that actually is a body in the river, that does take human form. We know that Peter Faulding told the police that there's a target that needs searching. There's WhatsApp messages. He's got people that can corroborate what he's said in his team. So knowing all that, sorry, I keep losing my thread. It's my ADHD. It's very intense. Yeah, that was it. Yes, sorry. So knowing all of that, right, kind of proves that Nicola Bulley, right, was found by Peter Faulding. He's proven that. Verified the sonar data, the image. You can see all of the stuff that went on at the time with him letting the police know. Here's what I think. Very, very, very briefly. Really briefly. I think the police missed in all of, right. Do you know what? I said I wasn't going to go into my theory, but I'm going to go into it very, very, very loosely. I think that I think Nicola Bulley was on that field. Rabbit hole reopened, yeah. I think that Nicola Bulley, yeah, hit like on the way in, everybody. It will really get the video moving round. It will promote this video, which will in turn promote the live on Thursday. I want as many people in that as possible. So I think that Nicola Bulley arrived at St Michael's on Wyatt, near the river, and I think that Willow was off the lead, off the harness. And I think that it's quite possible. Right, so we know that she didn't go in at the bench because she would have been found right at that bench area, and it's really, really shallow. Right, the upper and lower fields had witnesses on there. The towpath takes you all the way right down to the road and the bridge where the yellow ribbons are. I think that the Willow was off the lead, and that somebody, I'm not going to name names, right? Somebody from the caravan park, because there's a gate at the back of the caravan park. I think somebody had an altercation with Nicola Bulley. Whether that be because Willow was running loose, whether that be because the gate was actually Willow ran into the caravan park. Let's not forget that the back of the caravan park wasn't covered by CCTV at all. So I think Nicola got into an altercation, right? And I think that a tragic accident happened which resulted in Nicola Bulley's death. I don't think she was intentionally murdered. I don't think there's any premeditation here. I think that there is maybe someone from the caravan park, not in the best of moods, maybe not a really happy person, a grump, not having the greatest day. Maybe Nicola Bulley wasn't having the greatest day. You can extrapolate what you want from the CCTV as she leaves to go to St Michael's that day. To me, she doesn't look in the best.